Getting monetized on YouTube is a lot harder than so many people make it out to be, because most people, realistically speaking, are not going to get monetized and may never get close. But in order to get closer, it takes a lot more consistency. It takes sacrifice. Not only that, but you just need to do a lot more. But I am one of those people that needs to do more, because if I do more, I have a way better chance, but there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that I'm gonna get monetized on YouTube, but it is impossible if I don't post every day. Every day I need to post at least something multiple times in a day. It's just not always possible. It's not always possible, but things will become possible if I'm more consistent with social media. Not only social media, but YouTube. I know YouTube's social media, but I was just giving an example. But as far as social media goes, if you're able to make a very good income on social media, I would not give it up, to be honest. I wouldn't want to give it up, because if you think about things, how I think about things right now, especially right now, I really believe that if I'm more consistent on social media, I can make a good amount of money, a very good amount of money. But I don't know if it'll be consistent, but if I'm able to save up money and become an okay influencer, I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to get hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube, but I'm hopeful that I can get there. But it's gonna take a lot of effort, that's the truth, but you just don't know if you don't try. That's the truth. You just don't know if you don't try. That's the thing. But who knows which video's gonna do well and which ones are not going to do well. That's the truth. You just don't know. But it does take a lot of effort. But you don't need to be unrealistic or unreasonable or unrealistic. And that's how I've been for so long. Unreasonable and unrealistic. That's why I haven't had much success in life, because I had unrealistic goals, unrealistic expectations, and over a decade worth of struggle, unnecessary suffering. I really don't know if my life's going to improve. That's the thing. I've been suffering for 17 years now. That's crazy. But that's the truth. I have not been best self for so long. I feel like my best self was when I was younger. Pre-teen years to early teen years. That's when I was my best. I was the most social during that time. I was pretty decent. I thought of myself as popular. Maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. I don't know. But looking back on it, I made a lot of mistakes. I made so many mistakes that really made my life not so good. That's the whole thing right now. My life isn't as good as it could have been if I would have made better decisions. That's the truth. And my whole thing is, what's the point of editing videos if they may not get any views? But I think that if I just make videos, I'll do a lot better on YouTube. But it takes a lot of consistency. That's the truth. And I want to try to prove that you don't need fancy thumbnails. You don't need it. But right now, I'm in no shape or form relatively close to that point, because I'm only at 22,500 subscribers on YouTube, and I've only gained 1,000 subscribers this year. I want to do better, way better than that. I believe that I can get to 30,000 subscribers. That's the whole thing. I know it may not seem realistic, but I really want to get to 100,000 subscribers next year. And the only way I'm going to be able to get to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube is being ultra consistent. But not unrealistic with my goals. That's the thing. I cannot mismanage my time, because that's the problem. That is a major problem in my life. I don't use my time well whatsoever. I don't. I'd rather be making content for social media than taking deep dives into this endless abyss, this endless cycle of bad habits, never getting better, never changing, never improving my life. That's why I haven't been consistent on social media because I have not been using my time wisely. For over a decade now, I have not been using my time wisely. That's why I didn't go to a 4-year university. That's why I enlisted in the Marines. That's why I made all of these bad decisions that destroyed my life to the point where it's at right now. Things are just very uncertain for me right now, and uncertain for tens of millions of people right now, especially in the US. And it's not getting better here. It really isn't. Life is just not improving. I wish things would get better, but a lot of things, I would say most things in life, are out of our control. We don't have control of so much in life, but that doesn't mean we can't have goals. We can't achieve great things in life just because of the things we cannot control. But life pretty much is what we make it. But I don't know if what I'm doing is worth it, because in the end, my mind is very foggy right now, and it's been foggy for about a decade now, and I don't want to keep struggling. I don't want to keep struggling. And I do not want to keep suffering. Okay, I hope everyone has a great day or night, depending on where you are in this world. Please like, comment down below, turn on your notifications, subscribe if you liked this video. I appreciate everyone's time and support. I'm very thankful that you spend your time to support me. Thanks, everyone.